to this story?
What brought me to the story was I lived in Crystal Beach for 12 years and spent a lot of time outdoors there. I walked a lot through the neighborhood. About 7 years ago, I read a book written by several old-time residents of Crystal Beach. It was just stories of things they remembered, called Crystal Beach Shangri-La. Came across a short story in there by a lady named Linda Henry, and Linda wrote the story of Rastus Russell and how it affected her. She lived in Crystal Beach at that time, and how terrifying it was to the people that lived there. And what I didn't realize was the house in which this macabre event happened was about 100 yards from my house, and I walked past it every day. Now, it's not there anymore, but that's where it was. And I just became fascinated with the whole story. Linda wrote a passage in there that has stuck with me ever since. And what she said was, when she was a little girl, after the murder, she went up to the house. I don't know how she got there, but she remembered looking in the windows and she could still see the blood inside. And she said, this happened in the summer, and of course the Florida summers are extremely hot, they're extremely humid. And she remembers she could smell that blood. And she says, even now when she walks back in that area, when she walks past that place where that house was, she can still smell it, and it brings those memories back. And so she doesn't like to walk there anymore. And I said, that's about the creepiest thing I've ever heard. And that is what got me really interested in the story. And when I started looking into the story, it's so much more than that, because it starts off this bloody, gory, Charles Manson-like story, and then it evolves into a love story, and eventually this kind of adventure, chase, cat and mouse type story between Rastus Russell and the lawmen that are pursuing him. There were just so many twists and turns that happened in this story. I remember hearing it and saying, I can't believe all these things happened. This sounds like a movie. And when I went back and started reviewing newspaper articles, I came across one from 1949, and the headline was something of the effect, I don't have it with me now, but it was something of the effect of Stranger Than a Movie. And that's when I said, this will make a great book.